Thank you, Juliana. Congratulations. What a fantastic launch. And I'm going to continue to take you shopping. So we got some great, incredible ways to stay healthy and to stay active. And that is Copper Life by Tommy Copper. We're going to give you everything you need, provide relief from aches and pains and muscle soreness. We're going to reduce recovery time. We're going to reduce bacteria. We're going to reduce the odor. Who has odor? Well, if you wear socks and shoes, you probably have some kind of odor. We're going to take care of that too. So we've got some great items coming up for you. In fact, we're going to start with really where it all begins. We're going to start with socks. I mean, that's like the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is you put socks on. And, well, if you're gonna put on socks, you might as well put on compression socks. Because if you're wearing compression socks, you will also get temporary relief from your aches and pains. And I'll tell you what hurts as I get older. My feet, my ankles, my calves. If your dogs are barking, we have a couple different options for you. We have an ankle sock, we have an over-the-calf sock, and we also have an extra wide leg. So we have a little something for everybody tonight. Again, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We kicked off an amazing Today special with G by Juliana, but Laura Baker's waiting in the wings. Oh, she's on the patio. She's on the patio.
From the deck. Don't mind me. I was sunning myself.
But it looks so real, our fake patios here on HSN. Good to see you.
Beautiful. Good to see you.
Welcome back. Laura Baker brings us Copper Life by Tommy Copper. This is a huge national brand. You've seen the ads, you've seen the commercials. And what we do here is really great values. We're giving you a 4-pack. Ooh, look at this price. A 4-pack of compression socks for $39.99. It's the same price whether you buy the ankle or the over the calf. So think about that, an incredible value. 4 pairs for less than $40. Now, usually, this is a $100 value. Usually, they're about $25 a pair. So instead of $25 a pair, we're gonna do these for $10 a pair. We have a little video that shows the colors and the sizes. That might be kind of the easiest way to break this down. But we also have, for those of you that need an wider calf option, we have that for you as well. So walk us through the colors, Laura, because we got some great options. Oh, she's gonna fix her microphone. Okay, so we have basics, and you'll get all those great basic colors. You could do the sunrise with a little pink, a little peach, a little white, a little gray. We have the seagrass that has the aqua, the white, the gray, and the blue. And we have the summer nights, and that also has some fun, beautiful shades like blue and lavender and white and gray. But they all have neutrals, they all have great colors, and they all have the special compression that gives you the relief of minor aches and pains. And that is the magic of compression. You've heard a lot of medical experts, or maybe even your doctor say, you know what, while you're flying, while you're exercising, maybe you should wear compression socks, but they're expensive. These are $10 a pair.
Yeah, I mean, we normally sell 1 pair for the price that we're selling 4 for, which is really amazing, right? When you talk about compression socks, so many of them are also really uncomfortable. Take a look at what we're doing right here. I am stretching out this sock, not only length, but also the width. It has a 4-way stretch, which means that these are easy to get on and easy to take off for you. Also, we have them offered in wide calf and in regular. So this is the regular that you see right here. So this is an 18-inch circumference. This is the wide calf that you see here behind it. So I'm gonna show you the difference as I hold the two up because I want you to understand the difference. See that? So the blue is the wide and the peach is our regular. So if you are somebody who orders wide calf and boots, then you order the wide calf and socks. If you do not order wide calf and boots, then get the regular, okay?
And then we have the sizes in the socks themselves. You're gonna order by shoe size, right?
Exactly, so just by your shoe size. So basically, if you're a woman's 9, you're gonna be a medium. And if you are a men's 9, you'd be a large.
Okay, so find your color, find your size, and then find your style, the ankle or the over the calf. We'll get these out to you. If you're going to wear socks, you might as well wear a sock that makes your feet feel better.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So many of us deal with heaviness in our legs, right? For me, my ankles swell, my legs swell. I get on an airplane, I'm on my feet all day. I have been remodeling my home and I have been working like crazy. And at the end of the day, my legs are heavier and they are tired. Yeah. So I am putting on my compression socks in order to help me not only get through the day, but also to help me feel better at night as well. So with these compression socks, I'm actually going to show it to you on the peach because I want you to see These are a little bit different. So these have an eco-cool system in there. Notice how the yarn fabric changes right here. That's because this is actually sort of an air conditioner built in to allow your legs to breathe, which is going to be amazing for summertime. It's cushy here on the bottom. So we have an Ultra Guard technology from the toe all the way to the heel. That means that these socks are going to last twice as long as normal socks before they start to get holes in them. So if you tend to wear your socks around on the floor, you run out to the mail, they'll last longer than they normally last for you. There's also arch support that's built in, and the graduated compression hugs your foot, but it's tightest at the ankle. And as you see the weave get looser as it goes up, it actually helps to increase your circulation by increasing that blood flow up and towards your heart, where it's supposed to be. When you wear these, your muscles start to recover faster. You start to feel better faster. There's a reduction of aches and pains and muscle soreness simply by wearing a sock that, by the way, is patented for us. We have a patented copper's energy technology built in. And with that, that's copper and zinc, and they're permanently infused in the fibers.
Look at that arch support, padded heel, padded toe. You get that extra reinforcement so they're long lasting. You get the over the calf compression, and that's where you are looking for relief. Also, these are really different from some of the other compression socks that you've tried. They're easy on, easy off, but they're also not gonna feel too hot because they're moisture wicking. You've got the copper Zenergy technology, and there you go. You've got a really great sock at a really great price. So here are your two choices. I got my ankle sock over here, and then I've got my over the calf.
Yes.
They're both fantastic.
Yeah,
Where'd
and
you
I
go?
love that.
Where'd you go?
I snuck over here next to Donna because I wanted to show you something. So a lot of times we talk about compression socks and they're zippers, right? Or they sort of, I call it sausage casing your foot, because what happens is you get so uncomfortable that the sock starts to bulge above your leg, or you can't wear it for a very long amount of time. And one of the biggest complaints is that people simply can't take the socks on and they can't take them off, right? They have to have special folding techniques or rolling techniques, or as I mentioned, the zippers. Notice what I'm doing here. There's no technique to this at all. I am just scrunching up a sock. I put it over my toes, and then I pull it over my heel, and then up and over the ankle and up the calf of the leg. Just adjust it however you want to. Once it's in place just like that, and boom. Notice I put this on. I'm not out of breath. And I was talking to you the entire time I had it on as well. Excuse my feet on the table. I wouldn't normally do that at home.
Just make yourself at home.
But Donna and I are just sitting here relaxing with the best of manners at the moment.
Well, I love to wear socks just because my feet are always cold.
Oh, yeah.
But why just put on any sock when you could get a great pair of socks? I mean, most pairs of socks that you buy in the compression world are $25 a pair or more. That's at the regular price. They're $25, $35 a pair. These are $10 each. Everyone's getting 4 pairs. So again, we have different color patterns. I want to show you that video again. And we also have different sizes. So you definitely want to get the right size in the socks because they have a reinforced toe. They have a reinforced heel. You don't want the heel to climb up on the back of your calf, right? That's no fun. And then it feels all funky in your shoes, and then you don't like the sock. So we have the basics. We have the sunrise. And I'll check if we have all of these in all the sizes. We have the seagrass and we have summer nights. They're all fantastic. Just go ahead and start with the basic and maybe get a second set in maybe a different size, because you can do the ankle or you could do the over the calf. And then we have unisex sizing, small, medium, large, or extra large. So you don't have to worry, what about, you know, me versus my husband? As long as you're fitting your shoe size into this chart, then you'll know exactly where you are. So I wear a 6 in shoes, I'm gonna wear the small. If you up to a 9.5, this is if you have a women's shoe size, then you're gonna be a medium, large, and you can see we go all the way up to XL, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, just grab them while you can. And then remember, if you do have an extra sporty calf, or you usually buy a wide calf in boots, you can also order the wide in socks. Now that's pretty extraordinary. I can't tell you
Yeah.
the last time I just went out at retail and saw compression socks with an extra wide calf. They're hard to find in all these colors.
Well, they're hard to make
and sizes.
and they're more expensive
Are
to
they?
make, which is
Okay.
the reason why it's harder to do that, because of the yarn that has to be used in order to be able to make that. It is different than this. And so that's one of the things that Copper Life really went to work in, and they worked on it to make it perfection as well. And we've increased, kind of like your phone gets better every year, our socks get better every year. We do something different and we make them better every single time. One of the things that we made better was actually this wide band stay top. So notice how here across the top underneath your knee, it's a little bit wider. It's wider for a reason. Our original ones were about 3/4 of an inch to a 1/2 of an inch wide back here, and most compression socks have a thin band here across the top. When you do that, that creates that bulge of blood flow to stop right here, and you know how the band will dig in and leaves the marks on your feet? That doesn't, on your legs, it doesn't happen with this. This actually is very comfortable and it stays in place without sliding down. I want to show you the air conditioning, that's what I call it right here, because these are those air vent panels. So it's that eco-wick technology. These are moisture wicking socks. So they're going to allow your air to breathe. They're also going to allow your feet to be able to stay dry because it pulls that moisture away. The 4D stretch is what I was showing you earlier, by putting it on and taking it off so easily. That UltraGuard technology, just to repeat, in the heel and toe area where it's most important, where we most typically get holes, this is intended to last twice as long, built for that durability as normal socks. Easy on, easy off, eco-friendly with those recycled yarns and our patented Copper's Energy technology. A lot of copper socks that are out there are copper, but what they do is they take that copper, they put it into a liquid and they spray it on top. When you wash that, what happens to a liquid in the washing machine? It dissipates, right? Not with ours. Our yarn is actually made of the copper. It's soft, it is not scratchy, it is not itchy, but that means that it's actually going to last this test of the sock as well, and it's not going to wash out with each wash. By the way, really easy to take care of. Machine wash, tumble dry low. You don't have to worry about babying these at all.
And they're so comfortable. I actually want to wear these to bed. I hate having cold feet
yes.
when I go to bed, because if you're walking around on tile floors, wood floors, linoleum floors, sometimes your feet get cold. And then if your feet get cold, then you're not comfortable and you can't go to sleep at night. In fact, a lot of you like compression socks, or maybe someone in your life has said, you know what, you should try compression socks. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe you just had surgery. That's often common after surgery for your doctor to recommend compression socks. Maybe you are a very active lifestyle. Maybe you're on your feet all day. Maybe you're an athlete, or maybe you're just realizing that you're not moving your legs enough. When you wear compression socks and when you use them properly, they can help provide relief from aches and pains and muscle soreness. They can reduce recovery time. If they are looking for moisture wicking properties, they're not gonna, you know, kind of get wet and stay wet. They'll actually wick the moisture away. Plus they're also, with the anti-odor technology, reducing bacteria. So think about all the times that you are wearing socks, and maybe it's while you're active, maybe you're playing tennis, maybe you're running, maybe you're gardening, maybe you're just out walking the dog. You could wear the ankle if you want to have bare legs in the summer, but maybe while you're traveling, a lot of people do not get on a plane without wearing compression socks. It's recommended. So this is a perfect time to get a pair of really nice compression socks from a major name brand like Tommy Copper for $10 a pair. Okay, this is compression socks for $10 a pair. We can do incredible values here at HSN. So I hope you stock up. I hope you try both styles, because at this price, and we offer flexible payments and we deliver right to your front door, you don't have to try to go out and find all these colors and all these sizes. And especially with the different widths, you have the regular calf or the extra wide calf. It's just not something you'll find at retail. So lock this in right now. Maybe you have summer travel plans. This is the perfect thing to shop for you and your spouse.
And the ankles are great for summer, by the way, too, because you get a little bit of the hugging of the foot, so you still get some of that compression benefit even in the ankle. We still have the air conditioning vents, the panels here right along the side of the foot, a comfortable ankle band. And by the way, we gave you that extra padding, not just in the heel, heel, but it goes up and into the Achilles, both on the ankle and in the over the calf here. So anybody who starts to get a lot of chafing or rubbing in the back of your tennis shoes, in the back of your boots, in this area, and it becomes uncomfortable for you, this helps prevent that too. So it's another added layer of comfort and protection too.
I like these for running. I like these for hiking, especially if you need that little extra layer where you don't want your skin exposed. You know, think about it. If you're walking through grass, they'll say, you know, if it's tick season, maybe you're hiking or just walking through a field or taking your dog to the dog park, you might need something that covers all the way up to the knee. And that's a really good time. Yes, and also sun protection. Hey, that's about the best way you could spend $10 on yourself today. And if your dogs are barking, you need to take care of your feet, take care of your ankles, take care of your calves. Those are very popular. And I'll tell you what we don't always have. We don't always have all the colors, Laura. We don't always have all the sizes. So those feel amazing. They are getting very, very popular. So it looks like the #1 choice is going to be the over the calf, and especially in that wide width. These feel amazing. I feel like I just need to put another one on. So they're my one calf is jealous of the other calf, I guess. I guess that's what that is.
You have a new trend going with the 2 different colored socks too. That's totally in style.
Well, they only give me one of each, so I have to, you know, start a trend. All right, we got great socks. We might need a little relief for the knees. This is really cool because it's compression, but it's also cold therapy. Talk about these, Laura. This is a great idea.
This feels so good the minute you put these on. So this is a 360-degree cold compression therapy knee wrap. So it is going to wrap all the way around your knee. You can pick whatever color you want so that you can see the color choices here. But what it does is, notice how all the way around, and you just slide it right over your knee. So you put it in the freezer, put it in the freezer for a couple of hours, and then when you pull it out of the freezer, you have this amazing no drip, basically ice pack without the ice, right? When you think about ice, it's melty, it's messy, it drips everywhere, and it digs into your skin. With this is actually this incredible gel, and the gel gets nice and cold and wraps right around, and it hugs all the different portions. So there's no part of your knee that's actually missing getting that cold therapy. So really important. If you have been watching any of those videos on social media right now, you understand how good cold therapy is for your body, but so many times we avoid it because it's either expensive to go to the places to get cold therapy, or it's uncomfortable to do cold therapy at home. This makes it comfortable, easy to do, and you literally just slide it on right over your knee.
I love that. And again, we offer these in sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, and 2X. And they come in 3 colors, the gray, the plum, or the royal blue. We've got Donna over there wearing it. So this is what I hate about icing knees, and it's gonna happen. At some point, you're gonna be icing your knee this summer, whether it was your tennis game, whether it was because you were out there gardening, or you were raking, or you were hiking, or you were climbing, or just having fun on your bike. When I ice my knees, you typically just put them in what? A little plastic baggie, and you try to zip it shut. Well, what happens over time is eventually, you know, you're having things that leak, or the water starts to pool all over your clothes or all over your couch. So without the water, without the wetness, without the leaking, you're getting cold, and you're getting the incredible compression.
I'm being goofy
where's she
right
going?
now.
You coming over here?
Would you be able to do that with an ice pack?
No, you can't walk around the house with an ice pack. You're stuck in, you know, maybe sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Right?
I have one on.
With your leg up on a pillow.
She thinks I'm insane.
So you're
getting dance around. So
I was like, is there choreography?
What's happening?
Nobody told me.
No, with the Rockette, we should have done choreography. I know. But notice how I have it on here, and I can do anything. I don't have to be stuck on the sofa or laying in bed in order to treat my knee.
Oh, that's a great
idea. I
idea.
can vacuum. I can do the laundry. I mean, I might want the excuse not to do the laundry, to be perfectly honest, but I'm able to get up and go around. If I need to drive the kids to school or pick them up and my knee is bothering me, slide this on and go out. If you want to go for a walk, if you want to take the dog out and your knee is bothering you, this can help you feel better. It is that compression, so it just goes up. That's why we do it in sizes, and that's why it's 360 degrees all the way around. It conforms to your knee, and even when you see it, I'm going to show it to you here.
So it's already cold.
So it's, well, it feels cold, doesn't it?
It feels cold.
So it comes, it already feels
to the
cool.
touch.
When you put it in the freezer for 2 hours, you will get that maximum compression.
Okay. Wow.
And notice there's even a spot for the knee to bend in there too.
I love these. Also, it's a nice, really cool kind of all-around gel. So sometimes wraps and socks with compression can be really hard to put on and put off. So I wouldn't worry about that. With Copper Life, they've thought of everything. So that's, unfortunately, we're out of time on that one. But we do have the 3 colors. We have the plum. We have the, I think we're calling it gray, but it's almost a white. And then we have it in navy. Check out the sizes. It's compression and it's cold therapy. So no more bags of ice, no more frozen peas. There's a better way. and then maybe you ate the peas later. That's kind of weird, right? They thaw, they refreeze, they thaw, they refreeze, and then you have them for dinner. No, let's do this instead. I like this idea much better. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, the gloves. This is such a cool idea because I kind of forgot that we also have aches and pains in our wrist and in our hands.
Yes, and so these are so great. So these are compression for the glove for your hand. So what's really nice about it is you can take it and you can wear it just with the glove here, which is fingerless, which means you can still do all the things that you want to be able to do with it. Notice that there are non-slip silicone grips here on the inside. But if you want even more compression in your wrist because your wrists are really bothering you, then you can slide the wrist on top of it to get double the compression in the wrist area, or you can slide it further on to have it go further up inside, further up your arm as well. You can wear the glove by itself, you can wear the wrist by itself, you can wear them both together. I travel with these. I know this sounds crazy, but my hands get tired and achy, so I travel with them. You order them by size and you measure the widest part of your palm in between the thumb and your finger all the way around.
Yeah, a lot of people are on their keyboards all day long.
Yeah, myself.
And if you want temporary relief of pain, that's such a great idea. Now, when we come back, we've got a TENS unit. And I know TENS units are very popular that can also give you relief, temporary relief. And this is one that you're gonna love using, and we'll give you a really great value. You can also, hey, it's Monday. So let's launch a brand new week, a brand new day with Just Reduced. What just went on sale? I wanna know, wouldn't you wanna know? You want to be first in line for the new reductions? Well, you can check that out on our website at hsn.com. But for temporary relief of sore and aching muscles, come back. We got the TENS unit you don't want to miss.
Ready to creatively cut loose? Stock up on oh-so crafty essentials during National Scrapbooking Month. Indulge in next-level sewing machines, paper-perfect supplies, genius gadgets, and tools to bring your ideas to life. Plus demos, how-tos, and pro tips to fuel your next masterpiece. Fire up your imagination during our So Crafty event. Starts tonight at midnight on HSN and at hsn.com.
Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley is all about looking good and feeling good. These are the clothes I love to wear, and you will too.
Watch Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley.
Only on HSN.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for When to Watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of a product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with When to Watch emails today.
Well, I thought TENS units were like $100, $200. This is like, I think, the most affordable TENS unit I've ever actually presented here at HSN. So I'm glad you're watching, because something we all experience are, you know, aches and pains. In fact, I once had back pain that was so bad I traveled with one of the TENS units that we sold years ago here, and I actually brought that thing on vacation. I had that cooking on the plane.
Yes.
I was getting the most incredible relief when I laid down, when I was sitting. In fact, I could finally enjoy my vacation thanks to that TENS unit. So here is one for $36.99. It's already like more than $20 off retail. So what do you have to lose? Give this one a try and maybe you'll save a lot of money. It comes with 6 reusable pads, and we'll tell you why a TENS unit is something that everybody's been talking about for years. It's a proven technology, Laura.
It really is. So TENS stands for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, right? That is a really complicated way of saying it prevents the message of pain from getting wherever it is that you have the TENS unit on your body. So for me, let's say it's in my elbow and in my forearm. So it prevents the message of pain from getting from here to my brain. It interrupts that while it's giving me a therapy session. And that's what's really cool about it. It's so easy to do. Notice that I am not tied into anything. I'm not plugged into a wall. Again, I am free to get up and move around if I want to be driving it, if I want to be in an airplane, if I want to be folding clothes in my house, if I want to be going out and doing something or running an errand. I can put this on and almost anywhere on my body, and I am free to go anywhere because the battery will last 300 minutes. That is 10 full 30-minute therapy sessions. You don't have to do 30 minutes at a time if you don't want to. If you want to do 10 minutes and pop it on and pop it off, you can do that, but you don't have to recharge it in between those therapy sessions, which is so nice. The reason why I say it's good for almost anywhere on your body is because doctors say you should avoid your heart and your thyroid, so heart and thyroid, when you are using transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. But other than that, on the back of your neck, in between your shoulder blades, your lower back, your knee. My knee is where I tend to use it a lot because I do have a knee problem. I tend to use it there. And what I love too is that the more you use it, the less you find yourself reaching for it.
Yes, and then you'll find more areas that you're like, oh, why was I using it on my shoulders, on my back, on my upper arm, on my thigh, on my knee. The wonderful thing about this one is that it's so versatile, right?
It's
you can put it on different areas.
And so you can put it on all these different areas that we were just talking about. So your lower back, I mean, 80% of us complain about back pain in our lives. I know that I'm one of them, right? But some days it might be the left shoulder that's bothering you, and other days it might be that you did some spring cleaning and your lower back is bothering you. You can take this and move this anywhere that you want to. On top of that, it has 6 different therapies inside of here. So it has scraping, tapping, acupuncture, cupping, tai chi, and kneading. And in addition, it has 20 different strengths, so you can make it as strong or as weak as you want to. When you get this home, there's a couple of things I want to let you know.
Just for a second, while we're looking at Donna, I want you to know, Donna's not flexing her shoulder and back muscles, though she could. She looks like she's in great shape.
She's on the acupuncture setting.
It's actually contracting her muscles for her.
That is the nerve stimulation that's happening with the unit. Yeah, and so that
amazing.
setting that she's on is the acupuncture setting. It's a faster setting. It's 1 frequency. It's 1 hertz per second. So it's just moving, 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 and doing it really quickly, right? And so you can see how it's getting into the muscles. If you wanted to do something a little bit slower, what you do here is there's 3 buttons. The center button is your power on-off. It's also the one that takes you through the different settings. Then in addition, the button on the left it has a minus sign on it. That makes it weaker. The button on the right has a positive, a plus sign on it, and it makes it stronger. One of the really cool things is notice what we did with Donna. This is one of the updates that we recently did. We used to only give you 2 pads. Then when we updated it, we gave you 4 medium pads. Donna's wearing a large pad. So I have a medium pad here. You're getting 4 medium pads now, and you're getting 2 large pads. Each of the pads lasts up to 50 uses, every single one. So you have 300 therapy sessions inside of this with just 1 box.
That's like pennies a
Isn't
therapy
that crazy?
session.
Yes.
You could use these pads that many times.
That many times. So 50 pads, 50 uses per pad, and you're getting 6 of them. The reason why you can use them so many times, the way to extend it is to use it on clean, dry skin, okay? If it starts to get a little dirty or oily, or if you put lotion on, wipe the lotion off if you remember to. If not, and it starts to stick a little bit less, just take a warm washcloth with a little bit of water, no soap, and clean it off, and then reattach it to the plastic that it comes on. So it comes on, it's very hard to see here on TV, but see this? This is what it comes on. This is what you're going to want to store it on in between uses.
Okay, so that's a lot of therapy sessions. That's 300 therapy sessions for $36.99. This is a very small price to pay for this type of technology. I do not want you to miss out on this. In fact, we're down to our final quantities, and I don't know when this is coming back. We only have a few hundred remaining, so we're going to say about 7 minutes, and then possible sellout, or we'll have to move on. It's just too limited. So the fact fact that you can put this on the back of your neck, if that's the only place that you use it,
where we carry all of our stress.
It's well worth the price for $36.99. When was the last time you had a little head and shoulders neck massage, right? At the airport, they charge you like $50 for that.
Yeah.
So you could travel with this. That's what I love. You don't have to be connected to an outlet, right? You don't have to be like plugged in. You don't have to be tethered to the wall or, have your cord going into the outlet behind the couch.
Yeah.
You could do this anywhere and everywhere. If you have low back problems, and millions and millions and millions of Americans experience low back problems. I've been there, and it's because we move so frequently, or maybe we're not moving enough, and you tend to keep your stress in different areas of your body. Try this. It can bring you relief. It's one of the most tested and proven types of devices we can use at home that brings that relief. Sometimes it'll feel like just a little tingle, depending on what level you want to put it on. Sometimes it'll feel like, a little bit more like a massage, and sometimes it'll feel like, oh yeah, get in there, get in there, get in there. And you can decide what feels good, and then you can adjust it as you go. Is there a recommended amount of time we should leave them on?
So it automatically turns off after 30 minutes.
Oh,
but a lot of
perfect.
people will start to feel better after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or maybe you only have 10 minutes. 10 minutes is better than no minutes if you're using it, right? And so you're really able to do that. I want to show you something here. So, and when you get the box, a couple things, you're going to want to charge it. So it comes with the charger, it comes with the USB cord in order to be able to charge it. It takes a full charge in 45 minutes, so really fast and easy to get a full charge. It also comes with the directions. Most of us skip the directions, but you should read them. One of the really cool things, I know, I'm one who skips directions, so I can't even, I'm the pot calling the kettle black, okay? But in the middle of the booklet of the directions is this very handy guide. And this guide shows you the 6 different therapy sessions that are there, the cupping, the Tai Chi, the acupuncture. It also shows you the frequency that they are right there, see? So with that frequency, like right now I'm on acupuncture, it's 1 hertz. It's going really, really fast. But if I were to switch it, and I'm gonna switch it here for you because I want you to see how it works. Ready? So all you do is you hit the middle button, and now I've switched from the acupuncture to cupping, and notice how the strength of it even went down. You can see a little bit of the muscle tightening right here, but I'm going to increase the strength with the positive sign, and you can see then how it even changes on my arm. Now notice what's happening in my hand because our muscles are all connected. This is a slower one, so the other one was fast. Now this is slower. This is a slow, slow, slow draw, right? And then it's going to release here. There it goes. And you can see how it all releases the muscles. I love this cupping in my shoulders. So you'll find once you start to use it that there's a certain therapy that you feel is really great for your arm. You'll find a different therapy that you think is really fantastic for your lower back. You'll probably like something different for your knee. And what's cool is your husband can share this too, and he will probably steal it from you.
I would have your own. At this price, $36.99.
Yes. And then
I couldn't even get a smoothie. I couldn't even buy 3 smoothies for my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law yesterday for $36. The smoothies were expensive. They were good, but think about what you get for $36.99. Do you get a massage? No. I've had cupping. It's amazing. My physical therapist will do that on occasion, and it's at least $100 to see your physical therapist or to go to a personal trainer or somebody who's giving you some of these types of treatments. Wouldn't it be nice to have that control that you could do it at home? Maybe it's 2 in the morning. Maybe you can't sleep and you're like, my knee, my back, my shoulder, my neck. What if it's something you just did every day after a long, hard day, just something to help you relax while you're watching TV or even while you're cooking? You could walk around. If you're someone who bends over your computer all the time, that puts a lot of strain on the back of our neck. That puts a lot of strain on our shoulders. We tend to slump. We tend to hunch over our devices and our computers and our keyboards. We're looking down at screens all the time. These are the things that we just go through. And if you have something like this at home, why not give it a try for $36.99? It's a very small price to pay. You can't get 1 massage or 1 treatment for that. And this is something you can use more than 300 times. So here's what I recommend. Order yours right now. I don't know that we're having another presentation. We're actually counting backwards now. We're counting you down to a complete sellout tonight, 878-665. If you order this right now, go to hsn.com. I have one for you. We may not be able to repeat this presentation based on this response, but I like that it treats muscle pain, the waist, the back, the neck, upper arms. You know, maybe you're getting out there and you're looking forward to your tennis game or improving your pickleball. I was attempting to play golf last week. Attempting is the key word in that sentence. Lower extremities, you know, maybe you're running, hiking, biking, walking, or just, you know, looking forward to a great summer vacation.
Yeah.
Bring this with you.
It's so, and one of the things I really love about this is that so many times when we're looking for pain relief, what do? We go to the drugstore, we go to our medicine cabinets, we're trying to take something every 4 to 6 hours. Well, I don't know about you, but more and more doctors are saying, try to take less and less of that. You know, my mother's been told to lay off certain medications. My next door neighbor has been told to lay off certain medications. So I've had 2 stories with the TENS unit with both of those. My mom has really bad back problems, and I lent her my TENS unit. And she looked at me and she said, you're not getting this back. And I said, that's okay, you're my mama. You're allowed to keep it, right? Well, she then proceeds to go to her bunco group with all of her ladies, and Sue calls me and Sue goes, your mom gave me your phone number. I need to understand what this TENS sticky thing is that's on your back that's making her back feel so much better because I don't understand it. And so I told her about it. I had her watch a presentation. She ordered it and she texted me like a week later and said, I love it. My back feels so much better. Thank you. My neighbor called me because he was having some hip problems and he wasn't allowed to take any medication. So he had none in his home. And he said, hey, do you have any of those 4-hour medications? Can I borrow some? I'm not supposed to take any, but I can't handle this right now. I'm in too much pain. And so I showed up at his doorstep and I had the medication and I had the TENS unit. And I said, take them both. Yeah. You know, and let me know what you think. 30 minutes later, he said, that TENS unit is phenomenal. Where do I get one? And so he didn't even take the other one. He didn't even take, yeah, they really do work. They help to reduce the aches and pains in your body, and you can put them almost anywhere in your body, your knees, your lower back, your upper back, between the shoulder blades, your arms, wherever that is just.
You might want to buy more than once.
Crazy,
you can get 2 areas going at the same time.
It's true. I know people who do that.
If you need to share it with your partner or your spouse.
Yes.
And remember, you get 300 uses out of the pads themselves. They're constantly reusable. So it's a great investment, just pennies a day for relief. Sign me up. And also, I want to remind everybody about our socks that we had earlier. Very, very popular. And these are also going quickly. You can choose the shape and the size of your socks. You can do the ankle sock or you can do the over the calf sock. You can get a 4-pack for less than $40. These are real compression socks for less than $40. They're easy on, easy off. You don't have to bend, you don't have to sweat, you don't have to struggle. When my father-in-law got his first compression socks, my mother-in-law had to try to put them on. Oh. Well, that was a comedy show because neither one of them really wanted the other one involved in that activity. So we'll save you a lot of money on compression socks here at HSN. So enjoy those. Get that 4-pack home, and we don't always have all the different colors and sizes available. Tonight we do 076-499. And then, of course, you can pick your different sizes based on your shoe size. But the over the calf is the same price as the ankle. So ankle is great for your outdoor summer activities. Over the calf, when you really want that support on your calf, especially if you have any long trips, you're flying, you're driving, and if you're sitting all day, that compression can help improve the aches and pains in our feet. So I think you're gonna love those. Okay, here's something that I've not had a chance to present with Laura before, so I'm excited to tell you all about this. This is a 2-pack of compression tank tops. You can choose the nude, the white, or the black. Everyone is getting 2, and you can also choose your size, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X. So everyone's getting 2 tanks. They're on sale for about $20 each. So these are gonna actually support your muscles?
These are amazing. And so these are a gentle compression. These are not tight, but I would call them smoothing, and they feel so good against your skin. The material and fabric is made with our patented Copper's Energy technology, so that helps to reduce the odors because it helps to reduce odor-causing bacteria that grows on fabrics, right? It also has the other benefits of copper and zinc that you can look forward to with the moisture wicking and all of that, but this includes infrared yarns also. But this doesn't make you hot. So it keeps you cool and moisture wicking, so it keeps you dry. But what it does is it warms the muscles for that therapeutic benefit. You really don't feel it. You just know that you feel good while you're wearing it. Notice how I have the stretch in this. I want you to be able to really see the stretch and the width, and of course also in the length here. It's a nice longer tank top, so it's not going to be a midriff. It's going to smooth you out. I have a stack of tank tops in my drawer. Like, I have a pretty big stack of tank tops in my drawer. These are what I reach for because I wear tank tops under so many things. I have one on I have this on right now with the topper. I always wear one on an airplane. I wear some sometimes just to work out in. In the winter, I'm constantly, this is the first layering piece I put on in order to stay warm. They are comfortable and soft against your body.
They're so smooth.
soft.
I'm so impressed by the weight of them. These are not thin, wimpy, see-through tanks. These are nice and substantial, but they're almost like cool to the touch. So each one's about $20. I mean, that's what you're going to spend for a regular tank top, but look at all the features you get.
Yeah, so this has that 4-way stretch compression that I was talking about. It is a gentle compression, so it does help to reduce the aches and pains and muscle soreness, but this is not a tight tank top by any means. It is intended for all-day comfort. It actually helps you look slimmer when you put it on. It has a very flattering fit. That patented copper Zenergy technology, which is an anti-odor technology, and the infrared-infused fibers, which help protect the warmth in your muscles. So it doesn't make you hot, but it does have your muscles feel it a little bit better. I'll show it to you on here because I really want you to be able to see 360 degrees all the way around how good it is. You can notice the length here. Notice the arm coverage underneath the arm, so it's not going to show your bra. The straps are wide enough that you can put your traditional bra underneath, so you don't need a strapless with this. Your traditional bra can still be worn. And I love the neck length on it because it's not too high. Sometimes when things get too high on me, they start to bother me because I don't like this area just compressed at all. And so with this, it has a beautiful length here that's still very flattering. You can pull it up if you want to. If you want to have it a little bit higher, you can pull it up, and if you want to pull it a little bit lower, you can pull it down and adjust it as well. The tank goes to a nice length. I'm pretty tall, I'm 5'11", so you can see even on me, it goes to a nice length. If you want to make it a little bit shorter, you can do that, so you can adjust it however you want to. But it truly, when I say that this is my favorite tank top, it's so comfortable to wear on. It feels so good against your body. It feels like a second skin.
Yeah, these are really nice. This is the first time I've seen them, first time I've touched them. I think you're gonna love them as well. If you're gonna buy a tank top, you might as well get one that is going to give you that extra little hug of comfort, that is going to be a little bit more smoothing, that isn't going to be baggy or saggy. It's great for a workout, and it will support your tired muscles, whether it's your most active day or maybe you're just doing housework, you know, running around the yard or doing the gardening. It wraps your chest, your back, and your abs with a little bit of added support, but it also kind of harnesses your body's heat too, which is really nice. I like that it also keeps you cool and dry. And a lot of us are just trying to stay cool and dry this summer. You're like, whatever I can do to stay cool and dry, because it's going to be very hot. Last year we saw record temperatures. I was getting ready to travel this weekend to visit family in Phoenix. And I just thought, let me just see what the temperature is. And I was like, whoa, it's already getting hot. So anytime you have a little bit of compression, it gives you a little sense of comfort. But again, these aren't tight. You can go up a size, I'm sure, if you want them to be a little bit more relaxed. What would you recommend for sizing suggestions?
So I would say you go true to your size on this because this is not an actual compression piece. A lot of times with our Copper Life by Tommy Copper garments here at HSN, I would suggest going up a size. With this is not that maximum compression. This is a gentle compression. So here you can measure around your bust. So if you are, for instance, 38, you would be a medium. If you are a 47, you'd be a 2XL. So measure along your bust size, and then you'll know right there. And it's pretty true to size. It tends to, if you're a large in shirts, it tends to be a large in this, and so on and so forth. One of the things that I want to talk about when we talk about tank tops and layering pieces is so many times, I have so many tank tops in my drawer, and what happens when I wear them as a layering piece, I notice, is they start to get out of shape. Right? They start to bunch up, and they start to make you look actually heavier than what you are, because the material starts to just get icky, basically, and it starts to pill, and it starts to just, like I said, it gets all bunchy.
Yeah.
This stays smooth. I just had a 12 to 14-hour travel day recently, right? I wore this on the airplane to the airport and the whole thing. It still looked as good when I put it on as it did when I got home that evening as well. And by the way, I had been on a 2.5-week vacation with no laundry, and I had worn it while I was on the trip already, previous few days on that too. It keeps its shape, and it always looks good, and it helps you look slimmer. It helps smooth everything down. So if you're wearing it alone, like Donna is here to go exercise, I do it just like this. But I also wear it again as a layering piece underneath. So fantastic. It's so good.
It's just so smoothing. And here's what I love. I love that it just kind of hugs your curves all the way down. So you have something that is very smoothing. It's also kind of cool to the touch. It's silky soft. You can really see it in the lighter colors. It doesn't have a texture. There's a lot of tanks out there that are kind of pilling, or they have sort of a texture to them, or they have a ribbing, or like you said, they tend to fray. Or as you wash them, you realize, ooh, I have to replace that over and over again. These are gonna wash beautifully.
They do wash
and
beautifully,
for
yeah.
$20, you're gonna buy a regular tank. You might as well sort of upgrade and get one that gives you that sort of smoothing and great foundation. So you're not wearing 2 tanks. Sometimes you have to feel like, oh, one see-through, or one has skinny straps, or one doesn't really give me enough support, so I have to wear another one to go to the gym. This is something, and remember, you get 2 for this price. So grab the color that you want. I like that the white is also not see-through, and it's a true white. You could do the white, the nude, or the black. These are selling out. So if you want the white, is it last call on the white? Okay, last call on the white in almost every single size. So I'd hate for you to miss out on that one. Because I know a tank is like one of those things. It's like a wardrobe completer, right? It's a staple. It's kind of the foundation. Like you said, the first thing we think about when we get up in the morning is like, oh, well, I just need my, foundation garments on. And then you decide, maybe you like wearing a tank under something that is slightly sheer. This is perfect for you. Maybe you like wearing a tank under something that has a shoulder, that's sort of an off-the-shoulder style, or kind of a cutout, or kind of a very kind of plunging neckline. You want something that just gives you extra coverage. You want something with a little bit more modesty, or if you just want to look a little slimmer under your clothes, a great tank can actually do that for you. Something so simple as a tank can make your outerwear look more flattering.
Well, they can work for you or against you.
Right.
And so this is one of those that's going to work for you, because it's always going to keep its shape, and because it has that gentle compression, it's going to help relieve a little bit of those aches and pains and muscle soreness. It's moisture wicking, so it's going to keep you dry. It's anti-odor, so it's going to keep you smelling good. It has that patented Copper's Energy technology. It has our infrared technology in the yarns in here, which is a warming therapeutic benefit to your muscles. Your body doesn't really feel it, so you don't feel hotter when you're wearing it. It actually feels a little bit cool against your body, but it actually will help those muscles with that therapy that's inside of there. Intended for all-day comfort, and when I say intended for all-day comfort, it truly is all-day comfort. Unlike so many other tank tops out there, I consider this the perfect tank top, because I love the straps that are wide enough to hide a bra strap or a sports bra strap, but not so thick that they're going to be in the way. So they're the perfect width. I like the neckline on this. You can pull it up, you can pull it down. Donna is a lot shorter than I am, and notice how the length fits her really well, yet I'm tall.
Yeah, I like that you can kind of
so I can pull
really
it down.
pull it down, or you can kind of cinch it in, or you can kind of decide where you want it to go. And then it stays down. That's also really important.
It stays in place,
It doesn't roll, or it doesn't get bunchy. Do you ever feel like you're constantly fussing with a tank? Get a great 2-pack tonight. I think you're going to be really thrilled with this. You'll wear it probably every day this summer. We want to be cool and dry. This is the tank. It is moisture wicking. It is cool to the touch. It's a great foundation piece. These are the workhorses in your wardrobe, and you never regret just finally investing in those workhorses that you wear day in and day out. You probably want to get at least 2 colors. Maybe you need it for sure in a black, and then you decide if you want the nude or the white. You got options. So order to decide on that one. And I got to give you an update on one of our other bestsellers that is almost entirely sold out. We're supposed to have other shows, but this is it. Final call on our TENS device, 878-665. And again, this is a national brand. This is a major celebrity that you see. This is the commercials that you watch. And this is why people love Copper Life. They give you great relief and great products at really affordable prices. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. $36.99. I mean, why wouldn't you try it? You know, might change your mood and change your life. Because when we're in pain, we're not really a lot of fun to be around.
No.
When you're uncomfortable
We're
and you know somebody
Yeah.
who's maybe been going through a difficult time or an illness or an injury, if you can give them just a little bit of relief, it can really, really change their mood and help everybody who's with them. 878-6665 is your item number there. We'll count you down now. Final call on the TENS therapy device. We have one more item, and it is, I lost track of my cards. It is the shoulder neck wrap. There it is. Thank you, guys. My card's upside down and backwards. Here we go. It's only $34. Again, very affordable, $34.99. And what I will tell you right out of the gate here, not only do we have the 3 sizes, easy sizing, small, medium, that's one size. Large, extra large, that's one size. 2X, 3X, that's one size because it's adjustable and it will give you compression, but it will also give you cooling, but it's also soft and flexible and it's wearable.
Yeah.
So if you've tried to walk around with a bag of ice on your shoulder and you realize, well, that's not working. Have you ever tried to stuff it under your sweatshirt? Like, oh, I'll just put it under my sweatshirt and then I won't move and I'll lie against the back of the couch. And then you feel like water's dripping down and you're like, why am I getting wet? There's no leaks, there's no wetness. And this does give you, with the cooling compression, temporary relief from aches, pains, and muscle soreness. So this is another, just a must-have. You got to have solutions like this at home.
Yeah, so this is that Better Ice gel. So what you do is you put this in the freezer for 2 hours and it gives you that maximum cold temperature. But like as Sarah was saying, it's the ice pack without the ice headache is what you're getting. Good for over the shoulder, or you can wear it on your lower back, your upper back. It comes with an adjustable strap. So see this strap that it comes with? It has the hook and loop closures, so you can make it as big or as tight as you want to, so you can put it on anywhere. So I'm gonna put it on my back. So you just hook it up to one side, and then I'm gonna take it and just simply hook it on to the other side, and boom, I'm ready to go. Just that right there into place, and I have my therapy happening. And again, notice now, I'm not stuck on the sofa. I'm not getting my sofa wet because nothing's dripping, and I can walk around and do whatever I want. The other thing that's really nice about it is that it's very malleable, and so it really does conform to your body, which means, like when you have an ice pack, what happens is you have a chunk. So certain parts of your body that aren't touching that ice right there aren't getting that full cold therapy. When you have this, because the malleable here, the entire area of your lower back is getting the therapy because it's all right there compressed up against it, and it's going to get into all the little tiny pieces and curves. So talk about your shoulders, right? That's a very hard place, especially the top of your shoulders around your neck, to be able to get the therapy. This conforms right to that. So no messy leaks inside of this one. Reusable cold therapy. After it starts to not get as icy and cold anymore, stick it back in the freezer. It's that gel technology, which is amazing. It really is soft. When we talk about how soft it is, it's malleable, it's flexible, it's soft, it feels so good. And of course, it has our patented Copper's Energy technology built in with this as well.
You know what I like is that you're not putting the ice directly on your skin. Because they actually say that's not great. You should always have like a layer of something between a bag of ice and your injury. I like that this doesn't feel like a bag of ice.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that really intense cold, but of course it will be cold. But because of the fabric, which is soft and kind of fuzzy, and the fact that it kind of stretches out over a wide area, you know, sometimes when you have a bag of ice or some frozen peas, you're like, oh, I gotta move it here, and now I'm gonna move it here, and now I'm gonna move it here. You know, you're trying to get just the right place. This is one sort of nice big surface area, and once you put it on, it gives you that nice accommodation. All you do is pick your size. So I would say just like what, shop your top size?
Yeah, just shop. I wouldn't
Small,
be too
medium,
concerned about that. If you're a large in a
extra
shirt,
large,
order the large inside of this.
2X, 3X.
Yeah, it's really not something that you need to be very stressed about because it does have the band that is adjustable with it. So if you're normally an extra large, don't order the small, order the extra large, but stay in there and it's gonna be very adjustable because you can see that even the range on there with the inches is really good. One of the things I wanna give you a little tip, it comes inside of this plastic bag when you get it at home. And it just has that little zip closure on the top. Don't throw this away because this is a great way to store it in the freezer and keep it clean. So when you're done using it, just slide it, take it off, and then you just slide it right into there. So normally what I do is when I take it off, I reattach the belt right to it, and I put the whole thing in the freezer. I don't even separate it. If you wanted to keep the belt in your medicine cabinet, I suppose you could. I like to keep everything together, so I'm not looking for different pieces. And then I just slide it right in here. That does a couple of things. One, it keeps it clean. Right? So other things in the freezer aren't going to touch about it. Two, it helps prevent it from getting that freezer burn smell. So you don't get that either because it keeps that there. And it has its own little nice protective home. And then when I want it, I pull it out of the bag, set the bag on the counter, and then I just take it and I put it on with my therapy. So now I'm going to head over to my shoulder, and then when you want to do your shoulder, put it on just like that. Take the strap does have that stretch right here, and then just put it just like that, and boom, now, oh, that feels good actually.
Yeah.
That feels really good.
Well, I
Adjust
like
it
how
right to where
flexible it is. I
Yeah.
like that it kind of, you can find that it could customize to any part of your
look at what
body.
it's doing on my neck right here, right? So
Because you
I
get
actually
that,
have it.
whole area.
And this is flexible and it's not uncomfortable. I can move my neck back and forth just like this, and yet it's still targeting this area where I can feel my muscles actually need a little ice therapy, a little cold therapy right there.
And look at how adjustable it is. Sometimes when you get something, you only have like maybe one or two places where you can accent the closure. But I'm going to show you. This is I'm just going to check. This is the small medium, okay? So I'm wrapping it around, but oh, what am I going to do? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Oh, wait, I can just basically stick it anywhere. I can put it anywhere. Maybe I need a little bit more room. I can put it over here. Or if you need the most room of the size that you order, you can put it way over there on that end. So you can really stretch and accommodate, and you can have it be as tight or as loose as you need it to be. Think about all of you that experience back pain. This is like putting on a belt. And the cool thing is that you can be walking around the house and you can be getting relief. You're not like stuck sitting in a chair trying to lean on something. You don't have to have something plugged in that you're trying to, lean against. It's just right there where you are. If you are driving, you could bring this driving. If you're stuck in the car all day, if you're sitting at your desk at work, you could keep this at the office,
If you're
right?
traveling, you could stick it in the freezer, in the hotel, the small little freezer area.
That's a
that
good
will work
idea.
in order to be able to keep it cold too. So you're not trying to find an ice machine and making a mess and doing all of that, because let's face it, ice is messy.
I've been there.
We've all been there.
Oh, and then I forgot my plastic bags.
Oh, yes.
So I got my big bin of ice, out of the ice machine.
And you were trying to use the little
And everyone
plastic
thinks
that
like
comes
I'm
in
having a party in my room. And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to ice my poor aching muscles.
Yeah.
And then I can't find a bag. So then I'm stuck with using the ice bags that they give you, which don't really have, secure closure. So then you're tying a knot in it, and then there's leakage. And then all of a sudden, your bed is wet where you were reclining, or the couch is wet where you were sitting. So this is mostly for the back and the shoulder. What do you recommend?
So we call this for back and shoulder. So as you just see here, I was doing back and shoulder, but actually when I do the shoulder, I'm having some neck strain right now. So I put this here so it goes all the way up into my neck as well and treats that area. But the reality is if you want to throw this on your leg, if you want to throw this over your knee, you certainly could do that as well. If your thigh is bothering you, you could take it and wrap it around your thigh, just like this. You can take this, and you would just have to take the band and do it a little bit extra.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just like that, see? But then now I can do my
that's nice.
I could do my ankle, you can do your arm, because it is a malleable gel pack, right? It's called, Better Ice for a reason, because it has that softness in it. So you could put it anywhere. So if you have a really bad headache, throw this on over your eyes.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Put it on your forehead.
You know what? Maybe just relief from
block
coming
out the
in from the
day.
heat.
Yes.
Maybe you're getting overheated, mowing the lawn, or working on the car outside, or, maybe taking the kids to the playground, or sitting outside with the neighbors and you realize, wow, I could use some relief. This is something that you could just pull right out of the freezer. So think about the convenience of that. It doesn't take up a lot of room, right? How many of you try to like not only get the ice out, but maybe you have like a different ice pack and it's something that you have to sort of prepare or customize, or you have to lie down or sit down in a certain way or a certain position just to get it to stay. This is something that can go with you. Millions and millions and millions of Americans experience back pain. It's that one area of the body that holds all of our appendages together, right? There's a reason why we put a lot of stress and strain on our back. We walk, 10,000 steps a day. If there's something you could do to give yourself just a little relief, you've probably heard, well, why don't you add a little ice? When you add cold, you're relieving some of those temporary aches and pains. And you could do it today for such a small price, $34.99. I know that when you are in pain, you will pay any price to get out of that situation. You're like, could I do anything to relieve this tension? Sometimes it's these little things that can get us through, and then it can get you back out there, right? Get you back in the game, or get you back enjoying life with family and friends, or get you back out on your vacation so you're not sitting at home moping in the hotel room. I don't want you to miss a moment of your life. And these little things can just really be wonders. I love the fact that you could travel with this. Doesn't take up any room in your suitcase either, right?
It doesn't take up any room. I like that it's malleable because you're not going to have anything hard poking or sticking you and causing more uncomfortableness. You want it to feel good.
Yes, and we want you to enjoy your life. So that's an hour of Copper Life that you might want to watch again. If you missed out on those great products, you can go to hsn.com. I'll see you Tuesday with What a Girl Wants. And thank you so much, Laura.
Thanks, Sarah.
Have a